Good afternoon, all. Have a good day. A good day for all of you. Today's guest is Bert le Clos. Bert le Clos is a very gentle man from South Africa and also Mauritian. Bert is the father of an Olympic champion and world champion. Hi, Bert. How are you?
Hi, George. How are you? Happy to be here, brother.
Thank you, brother. It's always good to have someone like you. Bert, tell me a bit about you, who you are and where you came from.
You know, I come from Mauritius originally, a family of 10, 5 boys, 5 girls. It's a very humble upbringing, we struggled, my father, God bless him, he fed us like most people are good fathers. And I learned a lot from him, because his primary thing was his children. And that's my primary thing, Nothing comes between me and my children, nothing. No money, no business, no bars, no nothing. It comes first, my children, my grandchildren. Then comes everything else. So no soccer game, no Man United or Portugal or Cristiano Ronaldo in your case, which I love, by the way.
Yeah.
I love Cristiano Ronaldo. I call him my son. When Chad was young, I used to say, there's my son, there's my real son, Cristiano Ronaldo. And he used to get cross when he was 15, 16. But we all love Cristiano Ronaldo. But in saying that, I'm first and foremost the father before anything else.
Okay. That's your main reason of your life.
That's my greatest achievement in life.
So, Bert, tell me, as a good father you are, what was the education you gave to your children? Schooling, and what did you give him?
You see,
traditional schooling.
The schooling that, I'm going to be honest with you. Like maybe some people won't like my answer, because primarily for me, everybody passes school. Everybody can go to matric, can go to university, but very few people can achieve in love. And sometimes, and like I say, I'm going to tell you, I have to tell stories, because I never went to university myself, so I have to tell stories of love. And in Chad's case, the reason why you're talking, because I have a champion in Chad, I have 4 champion children, not one, all 4 champions for me. But in this case, he's the Olympic champion, and in his case, in his final year, his matric year, I don't know what you call it overseas, the most important year to go to university, I used to take him out of school Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 11 o'clock, no more school for you. I don't care about exams. You can do exams next year if you fail. Most important, you must go and train. And that was 2010. That was his breakout year. He became the youngest world champion. He was still at school. He beat Olympic champions, world record holders. And I know for a fact, if I had made him not train properly, he would not have achieved this. And we wouldn't be standing here talking now. Do you understand?
Yeah, it was more important for him to master his career than the schooling, because if he only concentrated on school, he couldn't achieve what he achieved.
So let me put it another way for young parents out there. I look at it. Let's say your little son. Congratulations, by the way, on your beautiful boy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
George, is let me tell you, as a young parent, if your son or your daughter or your whatever, let's say his brain is 90% pass. I promise you now, you must not force him to get 90%. I know it sounds terrible, but 85% is good. If he's a 40% pass mark, then you must force him to work hard. Do you understand? Life is, as you know now, you're a father, you're going to see how life changes for you, how your priorities change, and how life sometimes gets difficult with kids. So there's plenty of time to do all the hard work. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you're a sportsman, even if you're doing broadcast, it becomes hard. Everything becomes harder. So to force your son to be at his maximum all the time, it's not progressive.
Yeah, you need margin for progression.
Absolutely. Leave something for Saturday for the gala. I took sporting wise, or for the game.
Yeah, exactly, correct. Okay, that's good. And during the Chad education, how you managed his education of Chad and your other sons?
Look,
How could you manage one and the others?
yeah, look. I treat my kids individually. I don't treat anybody special because they're just kids. Let me explain to you something. So, because your son is Olympic champion, and your other son is a barber or an accountant or a mechanic, it doesn't make a difference. God gave them the gift to become champion. You put the same amount of time in, to your ballerina or your if your son or your daughter is a third at school, and that's the best they can do, still a champion. You understand? That's the best they can do.
They are our champions.
Yeah, of course.
Always.
Of course. So there's no difference between treating them. I don't treat anybody differently. I treat them all the same.
Can I ask you one thing about Chad?
Yes.
When did he saw that he could be a champion, a big swimmer?
Honestly, I took him overseas when he was 12, and I took him overseas when he was 13. I have to tell the story because there's a lot of parents or whoever watches this podcast. They're going to say, I took Chad when he was 13 to England for a competition, and the coach at the time said, "No, Bert, he's a good swimmer, he's very good." I said, "Okay." I never had too much money. I borrowed the money. I made a plan, and I took him to England. He went. He made 2 finals. He finished 3rd to last and 2nd to last. I come back after 10 days. Oh, my money. I said to the coach, "Oh, is something wrong with you?" He said, "Bert, don't worry. You will see. You don't know what the other kids are doing." I said, "Okay, well, I don't know. I have to trust you." I carried on with life. And of course, 3 years later, the same people that he versed in the Commonwealth Games, Chad was the swimmer of the Commonwealth Games. He won 5 medals, 2 new records, Commonwealth records. You understand? 2 golds, 2 silver, and a bronze, against the same people that killed him, and more. So, it's about timing and progression. Progression. Yes.
Yeah, that's good. I saw a documentary once that you recommend me about Chad's life, and I saw the conditions they still have that condition, and I think that's what make him humble, and maybe that it's one of the most important things that Chad have and you also have. It's humble.
Yes,
being humble.
But I have to say this, I really think, even if he had been in Portugal, because he's been to training in Portugal, he was training in Portugal during the COVID. If he had facilities like in Portugal, here, my friend, the facilities are for the animals, with respect. It really is terrible facilities, and you get no help from the federations, and it is what it is. It's no good. You know what? Chad became champion, and it's no good to look back and look negatively. But
exactly.
But it's not a level playing field. It's not level. If you're playing in my backyard and you're playing in Man United, it's not a level playing field. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, yes. You know what? I try not to figure on the negatives, especially when it comes to federations and equipment and things like that. But it is challenging in Africa.
I saw it with my own eyes on that video. And how is to be the father of a world champion and then an Olympic champion?
George, I want to tell you, my friend, it is only one word: unbelievable. I'm telling you, like when you say, if I ask you now, what's the best day of your life? When your child was born the other day. You understand? And I understand that. Until he becomes an Olympic champion. God bless you if he becomes an Olympic champion. You will say, I don't care when he was born. When was he born? I don't care. It was the day he became Olympic champion. And I never understood it until he became Olympic champion. Look, it's, that will never leave you. There's so few Olympic champions, and my son is one of them, which is really, truly unbelievable.
I believe so. Now I saw Chad is also on the the World Cup, the World Championship now.
World Cups.
Very good.
Yeah.
And he's doing great.
He's doing very good.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
For his 3 medals this weekend.
Yeah, 3 medals. He got 9 medals in total. 3 in Berlin, 3 in Canada, and 3 in America. Very good.
Wow.
You know what he's got? At 30 years old, he has a new lease on life. He's got a new coach, which is a German coach in Frankfurt. But he's got a new lease on life, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
I haven't seen my son like this for 7 years. Since 2013 or 14, he's now back to how he used to be, wanting to, fire,
I follow him, and he's now he puts also almost always he puts Chad 2.0.
2.0, yes.
It's a new Chad.
Yes, a new Chad, absolutely. And I believe, whoever knows him, well, you know what? Look, he's getting old, but he's going to do some good things still, I think.
Yeah.
End of the year, there's a World Championship in Australia. So we'll see how that goes,
About your family, Bert. I know you and your wife have a few problems, health problems.
Yes.
And this month, it's the blue month. It's November. And now we have the Movember movement. And you are a winner.
Yes.
And congratulations for your winning and your victory.
Thank you.
Yeah, on the cancer and the prostate cancer. And for Jerry on the breast cancer.
That
was very hard.
I must tell you, and I don't say this without being funny. My cancer was like this, little cockroach, compared to my wife.
Okay.
My wife had cancer twice. And you know what? She did the chemo and the radiation and lost all her hair and put on weight. And it was a terrible, terrible time for me and my family. My cancer, I removed it with a prostate with a machine. And you know what? No chemo, no nothing. It was more of a prevention. It had just started, the cancer, thank God. So actually I went for a test on Friday, which I got the result today. Still all clear, thank God. Okay. So my cancer was completely different to my wife's. My wife she got it twice, and she had to do the whole bang bang shoot, which was, for me, that is a champion. To go through all that, you talk Victoria, whatever, Victoria, that is unbelievable when I say that, really and true. That is what you call unbelievable.
Also,
thank God we survived it. A lot of people didn't, and whoever's going through it, whoever listen to this, must just know to be positive. And my wife is the extreme of positivity. Extreme of positivity. You cannot tell my wife she can't do that. You can't tell her that. She's I think that's where Chad gets the determination from, my wife, not from me. Believe me.
From the mother.
From the mother.
I was going to congratulate your wife, because she's so positive.
Absolutely.
And everything. Jerry is always positive, and she's not worrying about what can happen tomorrow.
Absolutely.
No, why should her?
Yes.
And it's very good, and you see happiness and positivity in her, and that passed to you also.
Absolutely. And good
this,
for the family,
Yeah,
very good.
Exactly.
Very good. Very, very good.
That's very good and very hard. But maybe the advice you do for the people on this month mainly, let's go for a test.
Absolutely. Oh no, wait. When you get to a certain age, I have to tell you this quickly. So it's strange. My wife is alive today because of the Rio Olympics. She went like this. She had breast cancer in 2010. And chemo and all that, all gone, and got tests, and she feel a bump she said to me, "Oh, Bert, it's nothing." I said, "Jerry, we paid for our tickets to go to Rio. We've got good medical aid. Just go and see the doctor on Tuesday. This is Sunday. See the doctor on Tuesday. Just go and see him." He went to the doctor on Tuesday. Wednesday, the oncologist. Thursday, the surgeon. Friday, they want to cut double mastectomy off, both of them.
Wow.
I said, "You can't cut today because Chad was coming from training camp from Mauritius." I said, "Cut on Monday." Anyway, he cut it on Monday. Chad came back on Friday night. And you know what? if it wasn't for Rio, and we booked for Rio, we'd have said, okay, we'll leave it. It was so fast growing, the cancer, that from the Tuesday to the Monday, it had grown double the size. So she would have been dead in 2 weeks' time. So the message here to everybody, especially male and female, you have a problem, go and get it checked out, and hopefully you get the result I got today, all clear. Okay, cost you a few euros, bad luck. You don't want to go get a test and say, oh, I waste my money. No, you never waste your money. You're happy. You go for the test to get a negative. You don't go for the test to get positive. Oh, I got cancer.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you waste your money, if you want to say, but that's a good way to waste it. Go get tested.
Yeah. And that victory you both had, how was that on your family mood and on your family?
Look, I'm going to tell you, it was a very hard time for my children and for us. Like I say again, not me, but my wife's. My wife's was bad. But thank God, again, I'm going to say, she's come out perfect. She's no problem. She still fights with me. She wants to box with me. Not nice to me, I agree with it, but she's perfect.
I saw you have another champion on the way. Can we expect that?
Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. So Jordan is a champion. Oh my God, he's more like me. Because look at the power. No gym. You see, I'm 64. No gym. I'm very strong. So he's got my power. Chad has got my wife's. He's strong. Of course, he's strong. You can't be weak if you're Olympic champion, but not strong like the younger one.
Yeah.
The younger one, very strong. Look, I want to send him to America 6 months more to give him a chance. Because if he goes next year for 6 months to training, then he'll go to the World Championship, which is very difficult to win. But I want to see how far he goes. Give him one more chance, to try to become close to World Championship. I don't think he can be champion now, but in the near future.
We hope he can get it.
Thank you, Joseph.
Bert, can I ask you tell us a story, one of the victories you had in your life, a story that you talked with me and marked me a lot. That was the story when you quit smoking.
Oh, yeah. So I used to smoke 100 a day. I'm not joking. 100. My voice is still. So Chad was 11 or 12 years old, and this is also for the parents out there. And he came to me. I was a cigarette in my mouth. I was having the big vodka, double vodka and Coke. I was 140 kilos. 140. I'm 110 now. I was 140. And I'm drinking it.
Wow.
I'm barbecuing, barbecue, the meat to the fire. And he said to me, oh, Dad, I was with some friends. He says, Daddy, please give up smoking. You don't have to buy me a Christmas present. It was November the 22nd.
Okay.
I said to him, okay, my boy, I said, I don't have to buy you a Christmas present. He says, no, Dad, promise you. Don't have to buy. I said, okay. He used to lift. He used to talk like this. When he was small. He said, you don't have to buy me a Christmas present, Dad. I said to him, okay. And I said, okay, my boy, I won't. I'll give up on Christmas Day. I'll stop smoking. And he turned around and he walked away. Thanks, Dad. No Christmas present. Something came over me. I said, you're a man? You're a father? You allow your son? I called him back. This is genuine. I come back. I said, Chaddy, listen to me carefully. One day, when you're older, you'll know what I did for you. You must listen to me now. That's what I said to him as a 12 or 11-year-old boy. He said to me, okay, Dad, no, but you're giving up? You don't have one person. I took the cigarette like this, and I flicked it in the fire where we were cooking. I had the cigarette full packets all over the house. I said, my boy, I swear to you, to God, on your life, I will never touch cigarette again. I was sick for 2 years. I never touch a cigarette again. I will never touch a cigarette because I swear on my children. So it's something
that understood later.
Well, later on, I'm reasonably okay because of what he did for me, not what I did for him. At that time, I didn't realize, but, and that goes also for a lesson for other people, for kids, for parents, that, I had a lady the other day tell me about, she's addicted to alcohol, or, she's alcoholic and she's on tablets, and she broke down and she got drunk, and she's got a beautiful son, and I looked at her and I said, my darling, look at that beautiful child. I said, are you crazy? What do you drink? Why you must drink? Look at him and think for him. Don't think for yourself. And she just looked, and I cried with her. And of course, you know what? We all got weaknesses, you see. But like I said, my weakness is not my children. Look who's calling. Chad le Clos. I'm just going to tell him. Chaddy? Chad? I'm just on a podcast now. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
All right. How's it? It's from Portugal, Chad.
Congrats.
Lovely. Hey, guys. What's up?
Okay, thank you very much, Chad.
Cheers, John. Cheers, Chaddy. I'll talk to you just now, okay? Yeah, so sorry. We talk 20 times a day.
Well, that's good. That show people how a big father you are. And as you told me, you are the best father in the world.
Well,
and we can see you are a great father. And congratulations about it.
Thank you very much.
And you were saying about the smoke, that lady?
Yeah, so I tried to explain to her the same thing, and I told the same story, that I gave up smoking. Okay, me, something happened to my son. I never touched a drink for 6 months, and not touch. I like to drink once a week. I have 2-3 bottles of wine. I enjoy to drink, but only once a week. On a Saturday night at a party or get some friends over. I didn't drink one drink. Birthday came, Christmas came, not one drink. Until
Nothing.
One of my children got out of trouble. That is I drink to be happy. When I have a few drinks, when I come to your house, I bring 2-3 bottles of wine, we drink and we laugh and we joke and we dance. If I'm in a bad way, I don't want to go drink and say, oh, and then I do bad things and I say, oh, I'm doing the bad thing because I'm under pressure. No. Drinking is for party. If you drink, I don't say it's good to drink. I'm not saying that for anybody to drink. But if you're going to drink, drink when you're happy, not when you're sad.
That's very dangerous for people.
Yes,
drink when they are sad.
Of course.
That's bad. So, and your hobbies? What's your biggest hobby?
I play poker.
You play poker?
Yes.
Okay.
And of course, I cook every single day of my life. I cook for my family.
Every single day?
Even tomorrow I'm going to play poker. I will cook before I leave for poker. So my kids and all that, my wife, my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandkids, all got food. I cooked already. They're eating now. You see, I cook every day. So my cooking is my hobby, and poker.
Yeah. Okay. Well, about the cooking, I think people can follow you on your Instagram.
Yes.
You are a cooker and you post almost every day.
Yes.
Something on your Instagram about your cooking.
Yes.
And I advise people to look your Instagram page. I'm gonna put the link.
It's Bert le Clos,
if you want mine.
You see, it's people said to me, "Oh, you're like a little chef, and why you don't go to chef?" No, I'm a father that cooks. I cook simple things. Then I come with a little bit of idea. Maybe I see you cooking. I was in Madeira a little while ago. I learned a little bit something to do with the chicken. I do that. Try it myself. You understand? I learned a little bit from you, a little bit from that one, and I put my own style to it. But as a father, not as a learned chef or recipe. I make my own recipe. You understand?
So, and about your daily habits, you quit smoking. You start to make some exercise.
I started walking. So like I say, I was 140 kilos. I'm now 109 kilos. So we walk 5-6 Ks every day, most days.
Yeah.
Let's say 5 times a week, we walk 6 Ks. I don't eat breakfast anymore. I only eat brunch, which is about 11 o'clock, and I eat supper. I don't drink Coca-Cola anymore. I only drink water. I only drink red wine. So all that has changed. I used to drink vodka and Coke, for instance, when I went out to a party.
Yeah.
So I've changed that way. I've changed my lifestyle a little bit to try to live longer.
Exactly, for you and for your kids and
Yes.
grandkids.
Absolutely.
And that's good. And about the habits of a champion, can you tell us about some habits, for example, that Chad have?
Well, he's
And-
got
and
many
good.
habits, because with to become champion, Olympic champion, world champion, you can't be
High
normal.
performer.
You can't be normal. You know that, eh? There's something. Yes, but there's something different. You can't just go every day and say, "Oh, I wake up at 8:00, go train, come back, drink a milkshake, go sleep." No. Something must be different to me and to that one and to that one and to you. It must be something different to get to that level. And he's got many quirks, like he's going to kill me when I tell you. He's very messy.
Okay.
His hands, he washes his hands all the time. He's got to wash his hands. His hands are very clean. There's a few things that he doesn't eat mushrooms, doesn't eat eggs. He doesn't eat eggplant, which is aubergine, because it's called eggplant in English. He doesn't eat anything with egg from when he was small. When I give him the scrambled egg, when you're 9 months old, 1 year old, he go, poo. He used to spit it out. True. He never eat egg. Eggs he doesn't eat. He doesn't eat mushroom. He doesn't eat avocado pear. He doesn't like the custard. He doesn't like. So he doesn't like the soft, like avocado pear, custard, all those things, you see.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. So, can you tell us 2 advices for life that you can give to our listeners and viewers? The big ones.
There's many things to give advice to, It's not, try to be true to yourself. And, anybody can teach you. Your little 5-year-old, 10-year-old daughter can walk into my house. I have 15-year-old grandchildren, 15 years old, 4 of them, 15, 13, 11, and 6 grandchildren. But your 6 or 7-year-old can teach me about grandparenting. I could teach a mechanic about fixing cars, not giving an idea. You understand?
Yeah.
You could
always be open to learn.
Correct. You don't know everything, my friend. And this
Never.
is the problem that people have. And I've had this with coaches. Coaches over the years, they tell me like this. So let's just say the one coach, I no use to mention names, they'd say, maybe Chad will say, but George, please, I think we shouldn't go 5 kilometers, we should go 4 kilometers. Oh, you're the coach now. No. He was just suggesting something. Even if you're wrong, take the suggestion and filter it and say, no, you're wrong. I'm not going to do it.
At least try it.
At least consider it. At least consider it. You can't you don't know everything, my friend. You don't know everything. And that's something that's something you got. And if you live your life wanting to learn from anybody that comes along. And me, my skill in life is I'm not ashamed. I can come and ask you anything, any question. When Chad was young and he was going to started to become champion, I said to him, I said the one lady, her son was the best swimmer South Africa's ever seen, and got to 18, and he never swam anymore. I said, how can that be? Something went wrong. And I went to see her. Her husband got divorced with her, and she told me, Bert, I'll talk to you later. My ex-husband is here. I said, okay. I came back. It was at a gala. Came back, she said to me, and she gave me the excuses of what happened. And his father was too stubborn to, thinking he knows everything. And telling it was a long story, but in that story was you can learn from everybody and just take a back step. And another lesson I can tell you: do not worry about the opposition. Worry about Cristiano Ronaldo. Do not worry about Messi. If you worry about Cristiano Ronaldo, and let's see the best Cristiano Ronaldo you can be, that's all you can ever ask for. Don't ever think, and by the way, as a young father, sports father, that happened to me. Because I was comparing, I went to the coach, I said at the time was Graham, what the hell is going on? Look at my son can't swim when I'm taking him to England. I said, you made a mistake, my friend. He's useless or whatever. Whatever I said, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Because the rest is history. But because I was comparing, I didn't compare my son with my son. I was comparing my son with the next star. And I tell this often when I talk to parents. Do not worry about George. Worry about Bert. If Bert is doing okay, if your time is 1 minute and you're doing 1 minute, don't worry, that guy's doing 50. He might be on cocaine. He might be on steroids. You don't know that. You understand?
Be better that you were yesterday.
That's all. Just be the best version of Bert or George or whoever it is or Chad that you can be. And my friend, every day, try to do in the sporting world or even in the business world or the school world a little bit better, a little bit smarter than you were the day before. Or the month before, or the year before. If you made bugger up last year, try not to mess up this year that you did last year. That's all you can do.
Prove yourself 1% every day.
Yes, of course. 100%.
And that's what we have to do. We have to grow ourselves at least 1% per day. And if you do it on 1 year, we are much better than we were last year.
100%. If you can just improve, eventually you'll be 100%. In life, improve yourself 2% per month. You are doing great. Just improving. You know what? If you're going forward, you can't ask for anything but going forward.
Exactly. But one question for you. What is for you the victory?
The victory for me. It's a lot easier for me to say what the victory is for me because I'll tell you why. I've had so many victories. Do you understand? I've had so many victories. I've overcome things. I'm talking about personally. I've stopped smoking. I can give up drinking. I got a little bit of cancer. My wife. But the biggest victory for me, you want me to be the happiest. I don't care about money. I told you again. All my 4 children are happy and my grandchildren are happy and their husbands and wives. You know what I need? I'll tell you what I need. I'll come to Portugal. I need 2 pieces of chicken, 1 bottle of Portuguese wine, 2 glasses, and some fire.
Okay.
We sit and we talk nonsense, me and you. We cook the piece of chicken and we eat. I need nothing else.
And nothing else. Oh,
what else you need?
That's good. And nothing,
more. Brother. And then your kids are happy. What you need? That's the hardest thing to achieve. It's easy to achieve. Listen to me. You know why people get depression? Tyson Fury, Dressel, Chad le Clos, they get depression. They want to kill themselves. They can't swim anymore. Michael Phelps, he's got the greatest of all time. Couldn't swim. He wants to kill himself. Take drugs, smoke cannabis. Drugs can't do nothing. Now, that's what I'm telling you. The hardest thing is to achieve happiness. Happiness, it's a condition. This year, I can teach you. The coach can teach you. Go like this, put like this. You can't clear the
Put a smile on your face.
Put a smile. Yes. If the smile on your face is you running forth at school, or doing a deal in your job, or doing a podcast, whatever, making a meal, seeing your children happy, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm telling you. I know billionaire people. They're working 20 hours a day, only sleeping 4 hours. Because they start working 6, 7 in the morning, 5 in the morning. They wake up to go to work. They are billionaires. billionaires.
Are
And
they
these-
happy?
They're not happy, brother. They don't know their children. How you can't eat that money, even if you live another 10 lives. It's too much money. And you're still doing the work? You're crazy. That's not
Are they helping
happiness.
someone to be happy? Or just-
Absolutely.
Huh?
Yeah. You're not happy like that.
Well, no. Well, happiness and victory, that's our goal.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Absolute
I hope
pleasure.
you had enjoyed this experience, and I enjoyed it a lot. I always learn with you. It was a pleasure to meet
Thank
you.
you
this
very
summer.
much. And good luck to you and your wife.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
And to you, Jerry, and for the kids. And good luck for Chad on the next competition. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much, sir.